What is up, my fellow anomalies? Today, I thought it would be really cool if I made a tier list about a band that I'm pretty passionate about and I've been listening to since I was a wee lad. Obviously, you can tell I'm a fan. Uh, 3 Days Grace, the best dad rock, alternative rock, emo band ever in existence. They have no bad albums, but today we are going to rank them, and one of them has to be the worst album, unfortunately. And we're just going to get started with that. And um, my pick for their worst album might upset some people because it's not one of the post Adam leaving era albums. Someone is going to rip my asshole apart for this. Some unfortunate, angry, heartbroken teenager is going to be like, oh, you can't do that. That's an Adam album. Wrong. And I can. So, my pick for what would be their worst album for me, keep in mind, I get enjoyment out of all of these albums, is going to have to be Life Starts Now. And my justification for this is while there are a few songs that stand out on this album, like Last to Know, oh, I fucking love Last to Know. Unfortunately, it has the most amount of songs that I like the least out of 3 Days Grace's discography, and I only know like a third of the songs on this album because I get so little enjoyment out of those songs. But the ones I do like on this album are really solid. Number seven is gonna have to go to Explosions, right? I know some people liked Explosions a lot, especially for the softer uh, section of songs. And I liked those a lot too, but there were also a few songs that I just couldn't really get behind on this album. Uh, some of them felt, um, how do I word this? Mm, I guess mediocre to me. Um, but I really like the title track of the album. I like So Called Life. I like Scar is Born. But yeah, this is the weakest of the Matt Walsh the of the Matt Walsh albums. All right, now that I've thoroughly pissed off everyone in the fan base by putting a Adam album at the very bottom of the tier list and a Matt one right above it. Next, their sixth album. This has to go to Outsider. There are I do like most of the songs on this album, but there were a couple that were lackluster, I guess. I really like The Abyss. I think some of Matt's cornier writing was on this album. Well, hold on, I have a little rant for you guys. Okay, everyone's always complaining. Oh, Matt just tries to copy Adam. Matt Walsh isn't as good as Adam. Uh, blah 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 blah. I'm a little soy boy. Okay, um, I have to look at my notes. Matt Walsh is just as good of a performer as Adam Gontier is. All right, Matt is just as good as a singer as Adam Gontier is. Okay, the I feel like the main problem people have with Matt isn't even a big issue to begin with because it's like, oh, he's copying the way Adam writes and he sounds corny. Some of what Adam writes sounds corny too, but y'all be eating that shit up, okay? There There's nothing wrong with the way Matt writes songs. And I'm tired of a certain subsection of the fan base pretending Matt Walsh isn't what's been keeping this band going for the past, what, fucking, when did Adam leave? It's been like 13, 14 years. Okay. Matt kept this band going, and they still released a lot of bangers while he was the lead vocalist. He clocked. End of rant. Next on the list, right? It's Transit of Venus. And personally, I do love most of Transit of Venus, but it's also some of their more pop coded work. And if I'm remembering correctly, I saw somewhere that this is Adam's least favorite album out of the ones they worked on. Which, I mean, I guess I could see that. But there are so many good songs on this album, like Misery Loves My Company, their cover of Give In To Me by Michael Jackson, which is a crazy cover, goes hard as hell. I can sing every song on this album front to back. That's how catchy everything on it is. But it just doesn't stand against the four that are above it, if that makes sense. Like, this album is a solid 7.5. Okay? It's just a cut below what is above it. What is above it is their most recent album, Alienation. And honestly, at first, I don't know what was wrong with me, but I just couldn't stand like half of this album. And I think it's because it just took a bit for me to adjust to the new dual vocal thing they were doing. Because I was like, fuck, I just want to hear one person. But then my brain, its neurons were activated, and I locked in. And I figured out, oh my god, this shit slaps. Almost every single song on Alienation goes hard as hell. There's only like one song on there, right? Um, I don't even remember the name of it it because 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 everything else stands out over it. The way they mix their vocals together actually goes really well, and all the riffs on this album go hard as fuck. And there are even callbacks through some of their riffs to older albums. I can't remember for the life of me which songs they were calling back to me. They were calling back to, but I believe they were specifically from the 1X album, which makes sense because the little stick figure theme they got going on kind of calls back to 1X specifically. In my opinion, I think probably don't hurt me. Oh, ooh, ooh! I know there's a certain group of you people that are going to be upset about the fact that I am about to put Human at number 3 as their third best album. Ooh, ooh, someone's blood is boiling right now because that's the first album they dropped after Adam left and Matt Walsh took over, and everyone's like, "What the fuck? This isn't Adam. This isn't the way Adam writes." Did you guys know they write about roughly the same concepts and with arguably equally cheesy lyrics? And they both have the same experiences if they're writing about the same thing. They just experience them slightly differently, and that's why their writing's a little different. It's still the same subjects. You should still be able to relate to it. You're just being a little sissy, a little snowflake. Don't melt, snowflake. Got him. So we're putting Human at third. There are so the whole album is just banger, front to back, front to back, banger, 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 banger. Fallen Angel, I Am Machine, fucking. Um, I'm having a brain fart right now, but the Human Race, all those songs go hard as hell, and the riffs on here go hard as hell. Okay, I think the writing on this album is maybe better than almost all of these. Okay. Sorry. Not sorry. And then, you know what's going second? It's between the two that the fans love right here. I know the fans love these two. And you know what? I'm one of the fans. I love these two as well. And it was a hard choice for me because I love Self Titled. It's probably one of the best freshman albums. Is it a freshman? I don't. Well, it's one of the best first albums I've heard from a band. And 1X is one of the best rock alternative or just albums in general that I've ever heard. So I don't know if this is going to be controversial, but I am putting their self titled album at number two. And I think every song on the self titled album goes hard as fuck. There's maybe one song that I'd say is like mediocre, but this was in like the beginning of the band's life, and this album has held up for that long over all of these. So I have to put it at second, not only for how good it is, but just out of pure respect for everything else, because everything else here has good production. It has everything else here has at least all right writing, but they made this in 2003 when they were nothing. Okay, that's crazy to me. And then number one, I'm sure some of you saw this coming. It's like, oh, of course he put 1X there. Yeah, I put 1X as their number one album because 1X is their best fucking album. Thematically, in terms of writing, in terms of production, in terms of like the instrumentals, everything. 1X is so good. I could sing it front to back if I had to, okay? I have memorized every lyric to every song on the fucking 1X album, okay? Um, This was probably when they were at their lowest with Adam's drug addiction. Every song on here is a metaphor for drugs of some kind, but or like a metaphor for pushing through drug addiction and shit. And I love this album. And their three biggest hits are all on this album because that's how good it is. We got fucking on here. We got fucking Pain. We got the song Shack covered. Uh yeah. Sorry, my brain is like broken right now. It's not processing what I want the song's name to be. But it's never too late. Yeah. I knew that. Yeah, best album. If any of you disagree with this, I'd love to hear your opinions. I'd love to hear why you think I'm wrong. I'd love for you to call me slurs in the comment section because you think I'm wrong. But I know I'm right. Uh, Sorry to everyone who loves Adam so much and hates Matt, but Matt did a great job with the albums he was on. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. See ya.